So this antenna was pretty much the only salvageable part from my quad, and I was just trying to take the heat shrink off, and I just pulled the connector right off the antenna. So looks like that quad was a total loss. Flight controller, ESCs, motors, everything. Antenna, man, that really hits you. That really hits hard. I was psyched that I had this antenna. Alright, time to get online, do some shopping. Damn it. So here's a closer look at my HGLRC stack that got lost in the water. It was in the water for about 24 hours, and you can see all the stuff that's growing and built up on all the connections. Here's the biggest problem here. Not sure how well you're going to be able to see it, but on the top right corner, the battery was still connected when it went into the water, and it actually fused the circuits together. You can see where the copper has been exposed, and it's welded itself onto some of the diodes and stuff, and this little one here just came right off, and I'm pretty sure that's from the battery still being connected, but you can see all the corrosion and all the stuff on all the connections. This is the ESCs, and they're completely shot. You can see the capacitor just kind of rusted right off. This is only being underwater for 24 hours, actually probably about 20 hours, and the battery was still connected, and that did not help at all. So these ESCs definitely shot. On the flight controller, I can see that the connections are all messed up. It's hard to get a close-up, but you can see the corrosion on all the little diodes and capacitors on there, and I think this thing will never fly again. So the VTX, it doesn't look too bad. I might be able to clean it up, but it doesn't look like there's a ton of damage on there. The connections on the front side, where the power and camera go, that's probably the worst part. And it looks like I could just desolder that and try to hook it up again, but I'm sure that it's shot, but I'll get around to testing it one day. But meanwhile, I have another one of these, and I'm just going to pull the antenna off of it because I need it for my build right now with the Nox. So this antenna was pretty much the only salvageable part from my quad. I just pulled the connector right off the antenna. So that's just a closer look at my HGLRC stack. So the motors got messed up too. One of them is, actually two of them are pretty much locked up. One of them just kind of spins freely, and one of them feels alright, but I'm pretty sure that the bearings got messed up. They probably have rusts and corrosion all over them, and the copper wire could be fused together in there too, because the battery was still connected for a while. And obviously, if it can fuse the circuits together, then it can definitely fuse the copper and the motors together. So pretty sure these motors are shot, and that's a shame because I really love these motors. So one day when I can afford it, I'm definitely going to get another set of these motors because they were awesome. These are the Race Day Quads, badass 2205 2450 kV, and I was absolutely loving this build. It was super light, the stack was working great, and I was having a blast with it. And it's really amazing how when you have a good quad, you can actually progress a lot faster. This thing was flying great. I could do stuff with this thing that I just couldn't do with my other quads. So I'm gonna do another ultralight build right now with the Nox version 2.17. I hope it comes out as good as this one because I was having a blast with it. I actually learned a lot of new things with it because it just flew the way that it should. It was really light and it flew great. So hopefully I'll have another build that comes out as good as this one, and that's about it. So keep your quads out of water. Now let's go out and fly.